Hey everybody, all right, in this video, let's talk about the Frozen 2 teaser. The Frozen 2 teaser, and I will tell you right now, I absolutely loved the Frozen 2 teaser. I've been watching it nonstop since it premiered a few days ago. This, if you've been watching my channel, this is the kind of film I want to see Walt Disney Animation Studios make. Disney Animation is a different studio than Pixar, and they should make different movies than Pixar. And lately, the line between the two studios have really been blurred, and I think that's a detriment to both studios. Okay, this trailer was full fantasy. It was great. It was exactly. I watched it and I was like, okay, this is Disney, right? This is Disney Animation. You wouldn't confuse this movie with Illumination or a DreamWorks movie, right? It felt like a Disney film, and that's what they should be doing, right? And a lot of people say, oh, well, there's room for both, you know, that Disney can make Zootopia and Wreck-It Ralph, and they can also make Frozen and Tangled. I disagree. I mean, I think there's room for both, but I don't think there's room for both in the same studio. I think Disney needs to make a certain kind of film, and I think Pixar needs to make a certain kind of film. Otherwise, there's no point in having two separate studios if they're going to make the same kind of movies. Zootopia was a Pixar movie. It was a complete Pixar movie. It's one of my favorite movies. I love Zootopia, but it was not a Disney animated film. So I think there has to be, and hopefully going forward, Jennifer Lee sets a difference between the two studios now that she's the new head. There has to be a difference to justify having two different studios. Otherwise, why even bother? Why have Pixar? If Disney Animation is going to make Pixar movies, then just fold Pixar up and let's just have one studio make them all, right? So they need to make different kind of movies. Frozen 2, from the trailer, from the teaser, is exactly what Disney Animation should be making, in my opinion. Fantasy films, timeless films. This is what Disney Animation is about. It's the storybook studio. It should be making these kind of movies. And not, you know, I'm not saying every film has to be a fairy tale. You know, Jungle Book, Bambi, Lion King, none of those were fairy tales, but they were still very much in line with the studio brand, right? It felt like Disney. So that's what they need to be doing. And Pixar needs to do what they do best. Take modern stories and make them whimsical. And that's what Pixar does best. So each studio needs to really shine on its strengths and do its own thing and stop trying to be the other studio, in my opinion. Frozen 2 teaser, nailed it, knocked out of the park. Now, one worry I do have, though, about this teaser is that it's going to be kind of a fake out. And what do I mean by that? Well, you know, Cars 3, the teaser for that came out, and it was kind of, well, not kind of, it was really dark. But then the movie came out, and it was just kind of a standard Cars movie, okay? I hope that's not the case with Frozen 2. I hope that this tone that they set in the teaser is the same tone that we're actually going to get in the movie. I want to see a darker movie. Animation does not have to be a non-stop joke fest. Kids can handle darker tones. I mean, Beauty and the Beast is proof of that. Beauty and the Beast was a very, very dark film, and kids are okay with it. They love that film. Walt Disney himself, a lot of the movies he made were very, very dark. And, you know, kids were fine with it. Kids can handle it. So I hope Disney realizes that. So I don't want Frozen 2 to be a nonstop joke fest with a lot of Olaf stuff. I really want them to stay true to the tone of this teaser, be a darker film, an epic, grand scale adventure. I think if they do that, it will be phenomenal. What do you guys think? I know a lot of stuff here that I said in this video is unpopular. I know a lot of people disagree with me on it, but what are your thoughts on Disney, on Pixar, on my opinions of separating the studios and creating a clear contrast between two studios? Do you disagree with me? Do you agree with me? I would love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Frozen 2 teaser? Did you love it as much as I did? Comment below. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a magical day.